Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. Guilty Gear Strive is off to an incredibly strong start. How strong of a start? Well, we'll take a look. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, Guilty Gear is a very well-known fighting game series, but it's often overshadowed by bigger franchises like Street Fighter and Tekken and Mortal Kombat. Guilty Gear Strive, though, seems to be breaking the mold. I'll start out with a caveat that we're looking at PC stats only. I don't have access to PlayStation stats. If you do, let me know in the comments below because I would love to take a look at them. There used to be a good website, but it's no longer active. So we'll head on over to FGCharts.com. It's very similar to SteamCharts.com, except FGCharts.com is more geared toward fighting games. I'll drop a link to this site in the description below because I do recommend checking it out. There's a lot of great information here. Right now, Guilty Gear Strive is on the top of the list for popular fighting games on Steam. There's currently 20,901 people playing the game. This completely dwarfs other games like Tekken 7 with 2,488, Street Fighter 5 with 1,846, Mortal Kombat 11 with 1,485, and Dragon Ball FighterZ with 1,451. Guilty Gear Strive is blowing these out of the water. Now, cross-referencing this data with Steam charts, the numbers are a little bit different, and that might just be due to availability of data. But the main number to pay attention to is the 30,939 all-time peak. That means at its most popular time ever, Guilty Gear Strive had 30,939 people playing this game at once. This is huge compared to other Guilty Gear games. If we take a look at Revelator here, the all-time peak was 1,614. And if we take a look at Sign, the all-time peak was 1,954. So it's pretty safe to say that Guilty Gear Strive is the most popular Guilty Gear on PC ever. To give you an idea of how big this number is, let's compare Guilty Gear Strive at its best to other main fighting games at their absolute best. So Mortal Kombat 11 here, the all-time peak is 27,301. Guilty Gear Strive beats it. Street Fighter 5, the all-time peak is 13,807. Guilty Gear Strive beats it by over double. Tekken 7, 18,766. Guilty Gear Strive almost doubles it again. Dragon Ball FighterZ, though, does beat it at 44,234. Now, I've seen the argument over and over and over again that people are saying, hey, the FGC has just gotten bigger. Fighting games have gotten bigger. Video games have gotten bigger. And that's why there's more people playing Guilty Gear. I would say that's probably not exactly the case. I mean, yes, fighting games have gotten bigger and video games in general have gotten bigger. But at the same time, if you ask any random person, name a fighting game, they're probably going to say Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. I highly doubt they would say something like Guilty Gear. It's kind of a niche fighting game. Now, I have to say kind of because it's very quickly becoming mainstream. The big question now is, can it keep up this pace? And the answer to that is we'll have to wait and see. Now, I was looking at the data here for Revelator, trying to see where the game kind of fell off, where its peak was, and where it dwindled off in terms of popularity. But there is one problem. The all-time peak is 1,614 players. And this was in February of this year. That means a lot of people bought this game in anticipation for Guilty Gear Strive. Now, Guilty Gear Strive has a ton going for it. The graphics look amazing, the gameplay is great, and it has rollback netcode, and that's one thing I don't think I'll get tired of talking about. Realistically, if people are having a ton of fun playing this game, it's going to keep drawing people back. Having a really good online experience is probably one of the biggest things. On the other hand, though, aside from Virtua Fighter, this has kind of been one of the biggest fighting games released in a while, and a lot of people are excited about a new fighting game. There are Street Fighter players, Tekken players taking a look at Guilty Gear Strive because it's something new and something exciting. So I guess time will tell on this one, but it does have a really good start so far. I'll be paying attention to it to see how it does in the future, and I'm really rooting for it here. I wouldn't want this to fail. I want fighting games to succeed. Anyways, that is all I've got for today. Let me know your thoughts on Guilty Gear Strive's success in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.